Good evening and welcome to Gray Barn Antiques and Collectibles of Andover, New Jersey. We are located in Sussex County, New Jersey, which is exit 25 off of Route 80, and you just head north about 7 minutes up towards Newton. We are the, northwest kind of corner of New Jersey. A lot of people consider this upstate New Jersey. A lot of farms. It's still very rural. It's a nice area. There are 5 shops right here within, we're one, and then there's 4 others within walking distance. Right down the road is the Scranberry Coop, which is a big 10,000 square foot shop as well of multiple vendors. As you can see by the sign here that I'm focusing on right now, we are open all year round, Wednesday through Sunday. And of course, you can always shop us 24/7 on our Gray Barn Antiques Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram pages. Instagram, we are Gray.Barn. You're watching us on Gray Barn Antiques channel on YouTube, so please be sure to subscribe if you have not already done so. And our Facebook address is the same, Gray Barn Antiques, Gray with an E. I'm just going to come over here and show you our card really quick as to how to, you can call us at 973-786-5555, or you can always email us at graybarn@graybarnantiques.com as well. And if you go to our website, all those hyperlinks are there. Eventually, one day, I hope to actually put some stuff on the store page. I don't think there's anything on there right now because I think I sold everything that was on it. It goes pretty quick. So first we're going to go into the front room. We're visiting with Jazzy Junque tonight, and she is vendor code 48. So let me explain to you what that vendor code means. So we keep our vendors separated in the computer system, our point of sale system, by their vendor code. And then this way, everything gets delineated. She is a 20% off vendor, and that 20% off is the same for cash or credit card. We take Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. If you need us to ship your items, or even if you would, we have a lot of local people that do this as well that pick up, we will send you a PayPal invoice, and you can pay via PayPal, or you can call in during business hours and pay with your credit card over the phone. I'm going to start diving in. She has this shelf in this case. We're in the front room is the case room. We have multiple locked cases in here with the shelves, as well as there's 6 bookcases like this in the center with a bunch of our vendors. And we have 2 built-ins. Last week, we visited with Betty's Treasures, who's in this room. So this here is just one of the spaces that Jazzy Junque has. She has 2 booths in the back, and we will go visit those as soon as we do a little visit in here in her lock case. You see she has some beautiful sterling bracelets, and those are just 18. So there's where I'm talking about that word firm. The firm implies that you're not to take that 20% off, but most of our items do not have that in that. So $12.50 becomes $10, and you see this is a real Goebel, the West Germany. And here's a nice little Yadro with the dog. And if there is a box, which there is not with these, it'll actually, most of the vendors will put that on the tag so we know to provide that for you. The vintage Woodstock ornament for $8. Snoopy is also $8. Where's this at? Massachusetts paperweight. That is a Steiff wannabe elephant back there. So you can see that Yadro there has a book with it. There's a swan. Where's the swan? Oh, it's just a picture on the front. What does this go with? I don't know what that goes with. But that's a Waterford band there. That's the band. So I'm sure we had a piece. Oh, that goes with this. He got moved way up here. Somebody must have looked at that. Oops. So, yeah. So the dog, I am just not liking this particular clown. He's clowning around. That goes with that. So this was probably back there and it got moved up. So the Yadro does have the booklet. Cool little vintage piece of Halloween. He is missing his pumpkin stem on the head. So if you look online, you'll see those. He's 34, so that becomes $25.60. A shooter marble for 2 firm. Here's another piece of sterling silver. Is this pretty? And this one's 100, so this becomes 80. And you can see this has the stones. Beautiful stones in that. So we do have a lot of jewelry of all price ranges. We have the sterling. There's a few pieces of gold in here, and we have a lot of costume jewelry. So and we keep that pretty much up front. You can see there's more silver here. Is a beautiful piece of Roseville. Now, the only thing with it is as is. The only as is on it, as you can see, it is an older piece. It does have the crazing. We did not find any other chips or cracks or anything with this. So that's just $36 for a genuine piece of Roseville. And this is a liquid sterling necklace, they call that. These blue stems. I wanted to put that, I think that fell down from something, but I just want to show you this bowl. So you can see it does have the old mark. It is definitively real Roseville and not the reproduction. They did reproduce a lot of these pieces back in the 70s and the 80s, which started this really great book series. There was a monthly newsletter that I used to get, but he no longer does the newsletters, and it would show you all the different, how to tell the real from the fake, the real McCoy, as they say. And it's very, very helpful in distinguishing between the different little enamel mailboxes. And those are, let's see, that one, 24 becomes 19, 20, 20 becomes 16. She did sell one of the other birthday Joseph girls the other day, the little black-eyed Joseph girls. So I say black-eyed because that's the difference, is black eyes and their pink eyes. The pink eyes are the newer. So one of the big differentiations with the Roseville to tell the reproduction is, you see how vivid those letters are, how pronounced they are. A lot of the reproduction, it is not as pronounced. It actually kind of looks like the lettering has faded. Pull this out from underneath it. As well as on the flowers and the leaves. If you see a piece of the fake and then compare it next to one of these, you can definitively see the difference. I don't have a fake piece in here to show you, but it is a major difference. You can feel the quality of it, and you'll just see it in the details. The detailing is never as strong in the reproduced pieces as it is in the originals. So now we're going to stroll on back to her booths. And I'm doing this tonight because I mentioned last week that my son, Donnie, he's 16, he's up at the Civil Air Patrol at the Andover Airport with the Picatinny Squadron. So he's doing that for the next 2 hours. And so I'm taking the opportunity to do these videos, which I'm trying to do every week. And then tomorrow night at Wednesday, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time will be our weekly Facebook Live, and I do put those replays up onto the YouTube channel. We also just did a Saturday Night Live this past week for about 2 hours. Did not upload that one. It doesn't, it's very, YouTube doesn't like long videos. So if it's something under like an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes pushes it, but it takes forever to upload it. So I try to keep my videos on here to a minimum so we can get them loaded up on here. I'm going to go into her booths. I just want you to see all the stuff, and you can see we had quite a few things sell out of this booth this past weekend. It was a busy weekend again. Of course, not as busy as last weekend, which was chaos and mayhem, but it still was a very nice weekend, and all of our vendors had a very busy weekend, and we'll be seeing them this week, and they'll all be in restocking and bringing in lots more goodies. So you can see she's got that. This is all Jazzy Junque's space, as well as this little bit of shelf space up here on this back wall, and she uses the back of this piece of furniture here to hang more things. Again, like I have said, take that 20% off. So $5 becomes just $4. These are all different owl pictures from 1973. It is a little metal frame. Is it a mirror? No, it might have been. It's a black, it's like that mirror finish. So you can see there's a little bit of flaking on the black portion of it. And then it's got a print inside of it. So we got a horn owl. We have a barn owl. And another horn owl. And this guy's just kind of facing the other direction, it looks like. Oh, he's a bigger horn. So if you want any of these, if you want all three, say you want all three. If you just want the one, say the big horn, little horn, or the barn owl. So I can differentiate between the three of them. So I'm going to come and start back here with her bookcase, which is mostly Christmas, right? I think it's all Christmas right now. She started Christmas in July, and it was so popular that she's just keeping running it through the rest of the year. So, and some of the stuff is newer, and our vendors are very good at she just says pair of reindeer candles on there. So they might be, I mean, they look like Pier 1 or one of those kind of things. And these are newer. They're like a resin. Very cool, though. You're getting the pair of those for $38, and then that 20% off, $1.60 for a little pillar candle, all kinds of Santas. What's nice about this is, looks like there's another. So there's a big box for this little guy here. He's just $5.60 for the holiday cheer. Charming Tales Christmas mug, 97/35, Fitz and Floyd. So a very popular brand there. And it's a mix of contemporary, vintage, and antiques in our shop. Like that back there, those are a little older. Those are the Henri. They did a lot of them for Schmid. Those look like the plastic. They did a lot of the hand-carved wood Italian, but this looks like it's a little different. And they're lightweight. They sound like they're plastic. And they did do plastic. That's very cool. Here you go. You can see a little bit more about them. See, Henri, Italy, and Schmidt Brothers of USA. Petite and beautiful, handmade by the craftsmen of Henri. Handcrafted. So it doesn't say what they are, but they might be, no, I think they're plastic. But the set of them for $16. And the nice thing about watching these videos is at any point, if you wish to pause and then check your eBay sold, and you'll see that these are good deals that we have going on in here all the time at Gray Barn. And again, we are visiting with Jazzy Junque. And that's Junque, Junque. She is vendor 48, and she is 20% off her prices unless marked firm, and that is the same for cash or credit card. So you're getting a pair of the snowman mugs. So kind of separated. So those are just $2.40 for those mugs, and the Santas are the same price and the same setup. They are newer, but still very cool. Good deal. Nice old ornaments, newer ornaments. Cookie, this is older. This is from the 30s or 40s, and that's just $2 for the Christmas tree with the green handle. This is the kind that you'd find inside the Hoosiers. And that's a cute little sled there. I want to see the price on that. Ah, there we go. Wow, just $4.80. It says as is, and it's looking like it is cosmetic issues. I'm not seeing structurally. I'm going to tap that against my legs. Nope, there's no looseness in the runners of this wood sleigh. So how cute is that? And it's vintage. It's got this, it's like a handcrafted look to it, and these pretty little hand-painted holly and berry. That is wood. That is just $4.80. We are getting more and more ornaments in. We have ornaments in here all year round. We actually have a Christmas corner in the Gray Barn. So this box of ornaments in the box is $28, so that becomes, I believe, $22.40. Candles are $12. Do not store your candles in the attic, and you'll be able to enjoy them for a very long time, unless you burn them, of course. She's got a lot of redone as well. And come across some other things, but like I said, there's always a large assortment of every holiday in our shop. So 3 bells for $2.40. Just step back and we're going to look, and if there's anything, there's an actual owl, excuse me, here, and he is just 12, so he's $9.60. He feels almost like wood. Let's see. Oh, he's resin. He was a home good. So he was originally $17 at Home Goods, but here he is just $9.60, and he does have a wood look to him. So again, if I go past something that you want me to come back and take pictures for you, just please reach out to us. We are on Instagram at Gray_Barn, Gray with an E. You're watching us on our YouTube channel, which is also the same handle for our Facebook page, Gray Barn Antiques, and just direct message me and say, hey, I need more information on that. I need a close-up picture, and I will gladly send that to you. As well as you can always call us or just send us an email. I am getting emails all the time from our friends who purchase with us, and I am able to send you pictures that way as well. It's a little faster and easier through the Facebook or Instagram, but not a problem if you are only using email. I know a lot of people don't like to do social media, so we're not going to punish anybody who does not. So we, of course, encourage you to just reach out to us. She's always got these nice, they are new pillows. They're not like beat up and used. This one's Bless This House. This one's $14.40. Pumpkin spice and everything nice for $16. Sitting on this really cool old chair. And that is just as is, so $12. So it has, you know, it's not, I wouldn't have encouraged people to go funking down on it. Be cute with just a little plant on it. It's a cute little picture for $6.40. And like I said, our vendors make the use of every inch of their space. So you have to look up, you have to look down, you just have to kind of take your time and study the space. And you can always pause and just kind of zoom in if you're on your phone, if you're on your TV, pause and you can kind of look around a little bit closer. I try not to go too quickly. I want you to enjoy all the items that these vendors do have to offer in their spaces. It's just, I mean, pretty alone on a table like this, or if you do have a fireplace. So originally this sold for $21.25, and I saw the price, there was a price tag on this. Where did it go? There was a tag on it, and I remember they weren't that much. All right, so we'll have to try to find that. She's right on the other side, did she know? All right, I don't know what happened to the tag for that, so we're gonna have to try to find that tomorrow. It's a cute little shelf. The shelves are for sale, $28. Becomes $22.40. The one right above it has the measurements on it, so that makes that nice. And that's a cute little tiered shelf there with the little towel hanger on it or whatever you want to put on that. Let's see, here's a November Angel. Let's see, she does have a repair on the wings. So we do try to mark that, but on those figures, your best bet is to look at the wings and the neck, and then the halo. Those are the things that always seem to get broken and repaired the most. So this is a green bottle. I do have a lot of my people who love their pharmaceutical type bottles. This had fennel water in it, and there's the original tag on it from 1954, and that's just $6.40. A lot of milk glass. There's Fenton. There's amber glass. Westmoreland. We have all kinds of. We have all the brands. Lennox. Everything comes. If it's not here now, it's been in here or it's coming back in. So you kind of always have to pay attention. I do take pictures that I upload onto our Instagram and Facebook pages often. Where if it's really busy, I'll just do what I call a booth shot. So I'll just like come in and like take a picture of like, let's say that. So I'd freeze it on that. And then you could easily just like zoom in. And if you're on Facebook or Instagram and you're on your phone lets you zoom up in the pictures and just ask me the information on that. That's when I'm really busy and I can't focus on like one item. So I try to, and that's part of why we do the weekly Facebook Live as well. I try to bring up things that have just come into the shop so we can make sure that you're seeing those right away. And I do have a lot of people that come in at least once a week to shop, and you never see everything in here. There's no set schedule as to when the vendors are going to come in and work on their space. So it's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time, or that I happen to post it and you catch it first. She has these great littles and these little baggies here, and again, you're taking that 20% off if it doesn't say firm. If I lived closer, I would be doing a lot more videos and such. This is a pretty cool table with sliding shelves, 32, so 25, 60. Okay, so that comes out on both sides. You have that little bit of extra going on there. There's a pretty little set here. And it's the two bowls. Make it like a little chip dip set if you want to, $11.20, or separate them out. That's whatever you need to do for those. And she has great lighting, and bulb in this, I'm going to show you a light that the bulb died, but it still works. This one's just 20. And we walk past the other booth. Their lights are not on because we're not open right now. I just put her lights on because I knew I was going to be doing her booth tonight, so I want to be prepared for once. That's a good deal on those jars. That nice mason jar right there is just $4, and this one is $4. I mean, they're bowl canning jars. Mason jar just kind of became the generic term, like petroleum jelly. Everybody always says Vaseline, Kleenex instead of tissues. You know, it just becomes the name brand. So those are actually bowl canning jars, but a lot of people always say mason jars. That's a cute little vintage oval bench for $19.20. It does have a little cosmetic issues, but it is older. Look at that beautiful finish on there. That cute little painting job. It's like that green. It's got a mauve cover on it. Structurally, it's not rickety or anything. So, and you might want to replace that top, which seems like it's probably pretty easy to do. This shelf is still here, and I don't know why. It's fantastic. It's got serious age to it. It is a true antique. The price is fantastic. It's just $80, and there's your measurements. It has these really cool mirrors in it. And look at all the space on it for your precious knickknacks. And look at how delicate this is. This piece is just, and there's another mirror. So it's just really, probably had a mirror down there, but that one is gone. But I mean, it's just a fantastic price. It's dark wood. Nobody's painted it. It's got these delicate little spindles separating it with this beautiful work here. And then look at the carving here. I just love this shelf. I just have nowhere to put it. A nice silver mesh purse for just $7.50. Looks a little newer, but it's really a very nice purse. Got the chain. Very nice condition on that. This is the light I was talking about. It does work. The bulb has just burnt out, and it's just $5 firm. And we have a piece of Belique from the Collector Society with the box. Wall pocket for just $14.40. Look at this beautiful sets of cups and saucers. There's Royal Doulton Cadenza for $10. There's always a lot of depression glass in here. It does not last long. It's still very popular. Depression glass has held its popularity. So it's just so pretty. The pink, the blues, the yellows, the greens. Here you go. Here's some pink depression glasses right here. And you can see their prices are awesome. So lots of old advertising pieces. All kinds of little knickknacks, pottery vases. And there's an aqua ball jar with a zinc lid. And this is what I was talking about with the Joseph girls. They have the pink guys. So these are the newer ones. I mean, newer in the sense they're like from the 1970s and 80s. And I don't know if they still make them, but these are the ones that are made in Taiwan and South Korea. This one's made in Japan, so this one's still got a little age. It was George Good took that over. They used to be their own brand, and then they were bought and absorbed into. So you'll see in the late 60s, early 70s, the Big Eye Girls and all kinds of Josephs that came out. Look at this little dollhouse butcher block table. That would be cute if you just had a small little block of cheese that you want to put out for your, serve or use it as a tiny little cutter. Look at this brand new Fiesta silverware setting, $9.60. That's black, and we have blue. And they originally went for $20, so just $9.60. Lots of Stengel. We do get Stengel in here. And many of the times you will see some vintage dollhouse furniture that the items still have the boxes. Not always, but sometimes. So, nice aniline. This is a newer aniline. We get a lot of aniline in as well. Nice artwork. That $4.80 mirrors. There's always a large selection of mirrors in here. And that's another thing that all of a sudden seems to go in waves. Like all of a sudden we'll have a whole bunch of mirrors, and then the next time there's like hardly any left. But they do come back in. Our vendors are always out hunting, looking for more great treasures for you, for your home, for gifts, museums, whatever it is that you're looking to purchase for. And there's a lot of times the vendors leave what they call meat on the bone. So if you have your own booth somewhere else, you're a dealer somewhere else, there's still room on many of these items for you to still sell them wherever you might be located. There's another Charming Tales Kisses for $8. Cute little shelf here with lots of compartments. They're kind of deep. So here's the measurements on that, which is great. And that's just $16 for that one. And again, if you need more information on any of these items, if I've gone past something that you wanted me to pull up more information on, please just do not hesitate to reach out to us and find out. We will get that information for you. She's got a bunch of these Silver Willow Witch. She's got a bunch of the Silver Willow. And that's just $6 for the Silver Willow Witch. Oh, that's cute. The little toll painted key holder for $8. Now this lamp here had its mate on the other side. It's for the pair of them for $28. So those cute little lamps are just $19 each. That's a very good deal. And of course, all the tables that you're seeing in this video in Jazzy Junque are for sale. Beautiful carnival glass. That's another thing. We always have a nice selection of copper. There's lots of great copper in here, and it's priced so well. Just a cute little basket for $6.40. That's another thing. We have a lot of baskets. Just a cute little whale. Not heavy at all. A little hand carved, and that's a nice older little piece for $8 there. License plates. We have a lot of. We have one vendor, Bronx Man Cave, that basically specializes in, but is not limited to, the license plates. There's a dog-headed cane, walking stick, just $26. So that's $21.20 or something like that. And again, like I said, please reach out. Do not hesitate. Here's more of that stuff. This is just $7.20 for the paper mache pump. It's not old. I mean, it's not new, but it's not old oats. So you gotta be careful with the paper mache jack-o'-lanterns. that's another thing that they've been reproduced a lot of recent times, because the true vintage ones sell for so much money, so people hop on board and start making fake ones that are, I mean, not fake, but they're reproduced and they don't have the true age to them, and unfortunately people do not know and they accidentally get taken in. Now you can see there's scratches on this. With the Pyrex, you always want to look for that, hold it up to the light, because of the little slight scratch in that. That's just $7.20 with the lid for the avocado green Pyrex lidded dish, which is a very good deal. These are fantastic to still, you keep using them. I love using my little Pyrex lidded dishes that I have. They're great to put into the refrigerator, and they go right into the, I take the lid off, pop it in the microwave, heat that back up that way. Really are very practical. That's a nice chocolate box. Let me see you. I might have to buy you. A little big. I need smaller. I have a collection of vintage candy boxes up in the front, but I'm running out of space for them, so I gotta be careful what I got there. This is a nice old, that's a wood wine bottle. It does have a crack in it, but it's $4. Vintage thermos. Check out how cool that is. And that is just $6.40 for that. It's like the hammered aluminum. I was looking for you the other day. I had somebody looking for a string holder. I couldn't find you, buddy. He is $8 for the string holder. Tupperware. Let's see. And again, these little tables, all these little pieces that you're seeing in the center here are for sale. I don't think I did the center of the other booths. I will have to go back a little bit. $6.40 for the Witch's Shoe candy container. It's very cool. Not old, but has a vintage style to it. And don't forget, we're getting ready for our Turkey Day soon. And make sure, it's just a few weeks and we're going to lose that hour of sunlight. We're getting ready to turn our clocks back an hour. The only nice thing is we get that extra hour of sleep for Sunday morning, which we like because we are here every Sunday, as is Toe. Okay, so we've got a little break there. So what you can do with these, I mean, to make it so it's not so obvious, you just take a yellow marker or yellow paint and pop that on there, so only you know it's got a little chip to it. And she's got these little box lots of stuff too. This is a cute little wire basket, very lightweight, $3.20. There's a cute little table here for $20. That's got two shelves on the bottom, and you have the top, so you have 3 areas of storage on that display. Nice tiered handle, 2-tiered handle for $28. I've seen these in the Home Goods and such, and they go for a lot more than that. Check out this cute little pumpkin garland guy here, silver willow jack-o'-lantern garland for $9.60. It's like a wood resin kind of thing, and it's, I don't know, about maybe 3 feet, 2.5 feet. If you need the exact on that, just let me know and I will gladly get that for you. The Autumn Scrabble letter holder is not for sale, but this nice little easel is, and that's just $5.60. I know those can be hard to find sometimes, especially the older ones. White leaf plate for $3.20. Hand-painted scarecrow bowl for $12. It's like a blue on the outside wood. And I just want to do this center area again. I still can't believe this table is here. It's been here for it's been here for a little bit. It does have some cosmetic. It does have some, I mean, it's not really a structural issue because this is more the decorative pieces. There are some little hairlines in it, but I think it would be a beautiful piece that would be painted and distressed, an off-white, and then you take the gold wax and kind of get it into these pieces here to give them a little more pop. So this is not going to affect the integrity of the table. I would put some wood glue from the back. It looks like somebody started. You can see it's just slight discoloration in the wood. So somebody had tried to do a repair like that. I would do that just to make sure it doesn't go any further. It's not going to affect the table. It's very strong and sturdy. It's an interesting little plate. $6.40 for the handled plate. So it has like that airbrushed stencil on the edge, and then it has this pretty image in the center. It's not marked, but it is most likely older Japan. I would say that's pre-war. She's always got great tins too. We sold the other tin that you might have seen in the video that we did in this booth a couple months ago. That one has since gone. Cute little cart here. This is a really good price. It's $36. Leaves open. There's your measurements. As is, I think it's just a little, so the leaves do go up. It's a cute little piece. Always lots of cake stands in here too. And this is interesting. I'm going to show this guy because I do have people that watch this that always want these kind of stands. It's $7.20, newer, but you can see that little bird stand there. If you need the measurements on that, just let me know. And that is a shippable one. Old quilt rack. Oh, this I wanted to show. Little Scotty dog tea set for just $12. Not super old. I do remember this brand. That used to be like one that they used to have at like FAO Schwartz. It's like one of their, you could always find that stuff there. So it's a little, it's a vintage style, made in China kind of thing in the box. It is older in the sense that it's not like recent, like, you know, just within the last few years. It's got a little bit of age. It's probably older than my son who's 16, so it's a tray in really good condition. What is this for Happy Thanksgiving? 1976 for $8. Very cute. And a watering can, and that is going to do it for Jazzy Junque. I'm going to walk back up with you so we can get that information on how to reach out to us again. And as we go, I'm going to walk you past some booths. Do not hesitate to ask for any more information on any of these items that you see in passing. We have multiple vendors in here, as we've said before, and I'm trying to visit with everybody. And if I visit with somebody, you know, a month or so ago, and we go back to visit, it's always a good idea to watch because they're always bringing in new things, or I might focus on something that I went past before. Now, here's our information again. We are Gray Barn Antiques and Collectibles located in Andover, New Jersey. You can find us on the web on graybarnantiques.com, gray with an E. All our hyperlinks are there as well. 973-786-5555. And here's all our social media and our hours if you're able. If you're in the area and you want to stop by, we'd love to see you. I'm going to turn slowly. You just go back to this sign. And thank you for visiting with me tonight. And have a wonderful rest of the week.